Hello everybody and welcome back to Reaper Minis TV. For this episode I thought we'd try something a little bit different for our reviews. If you like it, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know also, and we'll switch back to the previous way of doing things. But for this one I thought we would just use me holding the miniatures in front of the camera and giving you a good view of every nook and cranny of the figure instead of just having it on the turntable. And my commentary for this episode is going to be a little more just kind of off the top of my head, what I'm thinking about while I'm looking at the miniature, while we're looking at it together. And this episode will probably be a little bit shorter than the regular ones because I'm a little unsure about how I'm going to like this new format myself. So let's get to it. So first up here we have an Order of the Scourge Hell Knight. He's from the Pathfinder range, and he comes in 3 pieces. The shield is separate, and so is the scourge and the hand that he's holding it in. Both of these come cast on a tab that you have to clip off and then glue into place. They both fit in really easily into place. You can see on the shield there's a good amount of detail, and his cloak is in a very kind of swooping or whooshing fashion where it either suggests a lot of movement on his part, like he's really spinning around and going to lash somebody, or almost maybe like there's some kind of chaotic vortex going around him that's causing that to happen. Along the helmet you can see there's some more detailing that's probably pretty easy to pick out when you're painting it. The chains on the scourge itself are individually sculpted in, so they're very nice. The end of the scourge, or the lash at the end of it, is well done. He fits on a 25mm square base. I think the shield maybe sticks out a tiny bit too far, almost like he's holding it down in front of him, but not really a big deal there. And I could see him being used as an exalted hero in a unit of Chaos Warriors maybe. He could be used in Pathfinder as he's intended, I guess, a Hell Knight. I really don't know what that is in Pathfinder, to be honest with you. But good all-around figure, very chaotic looking, and one that I'll probably get a decent amount of use for in a Warriors of Chaos army for Warhammer Fantasy Battle. Okay, next up still in the Pathfinder line is a Troll, and this is a multiple piece model. The head is separate, as are both arms, and for the purposes of this video I didn't spend a whole lot of time putting it together. You can see there's still some gaps here in the arms and along the head, so he'll take a little bit longer after I take him apart again to clean up and get to fit perfectly, but just on a quick fit here it went together well, not really too much of a problem. Not a whole lot of other cleaning on the model. He was relatively flash free. You can see the mouth is huge and just wide open. He's got a big tongue wagging out of it right there. It looks like he'll paint up nicely and pretty quickly and easily. Lots of warts all over his skin, and you can see other parts of almost like fur on the back and on his forearms. There's big paunch belly here. Good all-around troll model, usable in D&D, Pathfinder, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, what have you. Nothing wrong with him at all. Okay, here we have Karzug. He is labeled as a Rune Lord of Greed, and I know I kind of get fixated on things that are usable in armies I use in Warhammer Fantasy Battle. This is another case right here. I think he'd make a wonderful sorcerer for a Chaos army. He's sort of hovering in the air a little bit here. You can see this is where the base ends, and the rest of him doesn't really begin at his feet until a good about half an inch up on the model, maybe a little bit less than that, but he's floating nonetheless. It's a single piece model. You can see he's carrying a flaming staff or halberd in both hands above his head. He's got a long ponytail and lots of bits and pieces on the model. You can see on his sash here there's a little kind of icon or something that he's holding or carrying. He's got a scroll tube, it looks like, over here on this side. Nice detailing all over the model. He's got flowing robes. It really adds to the sense of him floating in the air and there being a breeze behind him maybe. All around, very cool model. Wouldn't have a problem using him as a sorcerer player character. You could use him as a boss in an encounter, something that's controlling a bunch of minions maybe. Or for me, he's going to go into a Warriors of Chaos army. Okay, thanks for watching this abbreviated show in the new format. Let me know what you think, if we want to continue it this way or go back to the old way with the turntable. Thanks a lot. See you next episode.